Hello, my name is Tony. I am a student learning English. This is my story about my life in Paris and my exciting journey to learn English. I want to tell you about my experiences and my wonderful teacher. You can read my story and learn English with me. It is a beautiful spring day in Paris. The sun is shining and the sky is blue. I am walking by the Seine River. The water in the river is calm, and the birds are singing. Everything looks so pretty. I feel happy and peaceful. As I walk, I see a man sitting on a bench. He looks friendly, but I don't know him. He is talking on the phone in English. I listen to him, but I don't understand much. He speaks English very well. I also want to speak English like him, but I am just a beginner. I only know a few words and simple sentences. I think this is a good chance for me to practice my English. I decide to talk to the man. I feel a little nervous, but I want to try. I walk up to him and say, "Hello." He smiles and says, "Hello back." I feel a little more confident. I say a few sentences in my basic English. I tell him, "I am Tony. I want to learn English." The man understands me. He speaks slowly and uses simple words. He is very kind and patient. We have a simple conversation. I tell him that I am learning English, and he tells me that he is from the United States. He is visiting Paris for a vacation. We talk for about 10 minutes. I ask him a few questions in English, and he answers them. I say, "Where are you from?" He says, "I am from New York." I say, "Do you like Paris?" He says, "Yes, I like Paris very much." I tell him that I want to practice English more. He is happy to hear that. He gives me his email address and says, "You can write to me in English if you want to practice." I feel very happy and thankful. I thank him for talking with me, and we say goodbye. This meeting is the beginning of my journey to learn English. After this day, I decide to work harder on my English skills. I start to translate text from English to my native language. I also watch movies in English. I work on my English for 2 hours almost every day. In 6 months, I can speak English quite well. It is amazing. I feel very proud of myself, but I want to learn more. I decide to go to Paris to study English at a language school. I am very excited about my first lesson. The lesson is on Monday. I look forward to it with great excitement. On my first day at the language school, I meet my teacher and the other students in the class. My teacher is a young man. He is very nice and friendly. He asks everyone to introduce themselves and say where they are from. I meet students from many different countries. It is very interesting. Our teacher asks us how we have studied English before and what we think is the best method to learn English. I tell my teacher that I like translating songs and other texts, but I don't know what the best method to learn English is. Our teacher tells us that he will teach us a very effective method. It is based on using the language. He says that we will not have to study or use textbooks. We will immerse ourselves in the language. This is great for me because I don't like studying and I don't like textbooks. We talk about what we should focus on when learning a new language. Our teacher tells us that languages are for communication. They help us express ideas and understand ideas. So, the best way to learn a new language is to use it for exchanging ideas. This is what we will do in our course. I am very excited about this new way of learning English. I look forward to the next lessons. I hope that I will become very good at English and be able to communicate with people from all over the world. This is the start of my journey to learn English, and I am very happy and excited about it. After my first lesson at the language school, I feel very excited about learning English. I decide to create a new routine to help me improve my skills. Every morning, I wake up early and review the lessons from the previous day. I practice speaking, listening, reading, and writing in English. I make new friends at the language school. They are from different countries, and they are also learning English. We decide to practice English together. We meet after classes and have conversations in English. We talk about our countries, our families, and our hobbies. This practice helps me a lot. I learn new words and phrases every day. I also try to use English in my daily life in Paris. When I go to a cafe, I order my coffee in English. When I go shopping, I ask for prices and sizes in English. Sometimes people don't understand me, but I keep trying. I know that the more I practice, the better I will become. In the evenings, I watch movies in English. I choose movies with English subtitles. This way I can listen to the dialogues and read the words at the same time. It helps me understand the pronunciation and usage of different words. I also start reading simple books in English. At first, it is difficult, but I don't give up. I use a dictionary to look up new words and write them down in my notebook. Our teacher's method of teaching is very effective. He always encourages us to speak and not to worry about making mistakes. He says that making mistakes is a part of learning. He gives us interesting topics to discuss in class. Sometimes we play games in English, which makes learning fun. We also do role plays where we act out different situations like going to a restaurant or asking for directions. One day our teacher organizes a speaking activity. He pairs us up with classmates and we have to talk to each other for 10 minutes without stopping. At first, I feel nervous. I worry that I will run out of things to say. But as we start talking, I feel more comfortable. I talk about my favorite movies, my hobbies, and my family. My classmate also shares her stories. We laugh and learn from each other. This activity helps me become more confident in speaking English. Grammar is an important part of learning any language. Our teacher explains grammar rules in a simple and easy way. He gives us examples and then asks us to create our own sentences using the rules we just learned. We practice different tenses, prepositions, and sentence structures. With each lesson, I understand English grammar better. I start writing emails to the man I met by the Seine River. His name is John. He always replies to my emails and corrects my mistakes. He also gives me tips on how to improve my English. Writing emails helps me practice my writing skills and learn new vocabulary. I tell John about my life in Paris, my classes, and my progress in learning English. He tells me about his life in New York and his travels. On weekends, I explore Paris with my new friends from the language school. We visit museums, parks, and famous landmarks like the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre. We speak in English during our trips. It is a great way to practice English and learn about the culture and history of Paris. One weekend, we join a language exchange event. People from different countries come to practice different languages. I meet people who want to learn my native language, and I help them while they help me with my English. It is a wonderful experience. I make new friends and learn about their cultures and languages. As time goes by, I feel more confident in my English skills. I can have longer conversations without feeling nervous. I understand more when I listen to English speakers. I can read and write better than before. My hard work is paying off, and I am very proud of myself. I know that learning a language is a long journey, but I am ready for the challenges ahead. I want to become fluent in English and use it in my future career. I want to travel to English-speaking countries and communicate with people there. I am excited about the opportunities that learning English will bring me. After several months of studying, our lessons become more advanced. Our teacher introduces us to new concepts and more complex grammar. We start learning about idioms and expressions that native speakers use. These phrases are not always easy to understand, but they make our conversations sound more natural. In class, we often have discussions about various topics. Our teacher gives us articles to read and asks us to share our opinions. One day, we discuss the importance of learning languages. I say that learning English has opened many doors for me. My classmates agree and share their own experiences. These discussions help us practice expressing our thoughts in English and improve our speaking skills. Our teacher decides to help us improve our public speaking skills. He gives us assignments to prepare short presentations on topics we are interested in. I choose to talk about my hometown and its culture. Preparing for the presentation is challenging, but it is also very rewarding. When I give my presentation, I feel nervous at first, but my classmates are supportive. After a few minutes, I feel more confident and enjoy sharing my culture with them. Our writing assignments become more complex, too. We start writing essays on different topics. Our teacher gives us feedback on our essays and helps us improve our writing style. I learn how to organize my thoughts, use transition words, and make my writing more coherent. Writing essays helps me think more deeply about different subjects and express my ideas clearly. Our teacher suggests that we find language partners. A language partner is someone who speaks the language you are learning, and you speak the language they are learning. I find a French student who wants to learn English. We meet twice a week and spend half the time speaking in English and half in French. This exchange is very beneficial. It gives me more speaking practice and helps me understand French better. To immerse ourselves in the language, our teacher encourages us to attend cultural events in Paris. We go to English language theater performances, book readings, and lectures. These events give us a chance to hear native speakers and learn about different aspects of English-speaking cultures. One of my favorite events is a poetry reading. The poet reads with such emotion, and it helps me appreciate the beauty of the English language. Our teacher also introduces us to different online resources. We use language learning apps, watch educational videos, and participate in online forums. These resources help us practice outside of the classroom and provide additional opportunities to learn. I start using an app that helps me with pronunciation. It allows me to record my voice and compare it with native speakers. This practice improves my pronunciation significantly. Pronunciation is one of the most challenging aspects of learning English for me. I find some sounds difficult to pronounce correctly. Our teacher gives us exercises to improve our pronunciation. We practice tongue twisters and repeat difficult words many times. I also start listening to English songs and trying to sing along. This practice helps me get used to the rhythm and intonation of the language. Expanding my vocabulary is another important part of my learning journey. I use flashcards to learn new words and phrases. I also keep a vocabulary journal where I write down new words I encounter in books, movies, and conversations. Every day, I review my journal and try to use the new words in sentences. This method helps me remember the words better and use them correctly. As the end of the course approaches, we start preparing for exams. Our teacher gives us practice tests and helps us review all the material we have learned. We practice reading, writing, listening, and speaking. I feel a bit anxious about the exams, but I also feel prepared. I have worked hard, and I am confident that I will do well. The day of the exams arrives. We take tests in all 4 skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. The exams are challenging, but I do my best. I remember the techniques and strategies our teacher taught us. I take my time, stay calm, and focus on each question. When the exams are over, I feel relieved and proud of myself. I know that I have done my best. A few weeks later, we receive our exam results. I am very happy to see that I have passed with good grades. My hard work has paid off, and I feel a great sense of achievement. Our class decides to celebrate. We organize a small party and invite our teacher. We bring food from our countries and share it with each other. It is a wonderful evening filled with laughter and joy. Now that I have completed my course, I feel ready to take on new challenges. I want to continue improving my English and maybe even learn another language. I am grateful for the support of my teacher and classmates. They have made this journey enjoyable and rewarding. I am excited about the future and the opportunities that lie ahead. After completing my English course, I begin to explore new opportunities to use and improve my language skills. One of the first things I do is look for a part-time job in Paris where I can use English. I find a job as a waiter in a cafe popular with tourists. This job allows me to practice speaking English every day with customers from all over the world. Working in the cafe, I meet people from different English-speaking countries, including the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, and Canada. This exposure helps me understand different accents and slang. I learn to adapt my language to better communicate with people from various backgrounds. Each interaction is a learning experience. I decide to enroll in an advanced English course to continue my studies. This course focuses on business English and prepares students for professional environments. The lessons are more challenging, but I enjoy pushing myself to learn more. We practice writing emails, making presentations, and participating in meetings. These skills are essential for my future career. Our advanced course includes guest lectures from professionals who use English in their work. They share their experiences and give us tips on how to succeed in an English-speaking work environment. I attend networking events where I meet professionals from different industries. These events help me build connections and practice my English in a professional setting. To further improve my English and give back to the community, I decide to volunteer at a local organization that helps immigrants and refugees learn English. I assist in teaching English classes and help newcomers adapt to life in Paris. Volunteering is a rewarding experience. I learn a lot from the people I help, and I am inspired by their determination to learn and succeed. Teaching English to others helps reinforce my own knowledge. When I explain grammar rules and vocabulary to students, I understand them better myself. I also learn new teaching techniques and gain confidence in my ability to communicate in English. Seeing my students make progress is very satisfying and motivates me to keep improving my own skills. I join an English-speaking club in Paris. The club organizes various activities, such as book clubs, movie nights, and discussion groups. These activities provide additional opportunities to practice English in a fun and relaxed environment. I make new friends who share my interest in learning languages, and we support each other in our language learning journeys. I decide to take an English proficiency test to get an official certification of my skills. This certification will be useful for my future career. I choose to take the TOEFL, Test of English as a Foreign Language. To prepare, I take practice tests and review all the skills I have learned. I focus on improving my weaknesses and building my confidence. The day of the TOEFL exam arrives. The test is long and challenging, but I feel well prepared. I carefully read each question and answer to the best of my ability. The listening and speaking sections are particularly demanding, but I remember the techniques I learned in my courses. When the test is over, I feel relieved and hopeful. A few weeks later, I receive my TOEFL results. I am thrilled to see that I have scored very well. This certification is a significant milestone in my language learning journey. It validates all the hard work and dedication I have put into learning English. I feel proud and more confident in my abilities. With my TOEFL certification, I decide to apply for a university program in an English-speaking country. I want to pursue a degree in business, and studying in an English-speaking environment will open many doors for me. I research universities, prepare my application, and write a personal statement explaining why I want to study there and how my English skills will help me succeed. Applying to universities is a long process, but I am determined. I carefully fill out the application forms and gather all the necessary documents. I ask my English teacher and my employer for recommendation letters. I also write essays about my experiences and goals. Finally, I submit my applications and wait for responses. A few months later, I receive exciting news. I have been accepted into a business program at a university in the United Kingdom. I am overjoyed. This is a dream come true for me. I thank my teachers, friends, and family for their support and encouragement. I start preparing for this new chapter in my life. Moving to a new country is a big step. I need to prepare for the journey and settle in a new environment. I apply for a student visa, find accommodation, and book my flights. I also research the city where I will be living and make a list of things I need to do before leaving Paris. I feel a mix of excitement and nervousness about this new adventure. Before leaving for the United Kingdom, I say goodbye to my friends and colleagues in Paris. We have a farewell party, and I feel grateful for all the wonderful people I have met during my time here. I promise to stay in touch and visit whenever I can. Leaving Paris is bittersweet, but I am ready for the next step in my journey. When I arrive in the United Kingdom, I feel a sense of accomplishment. I have worked hard to get here, and now I am ready to start my university program. The university campus is beautiful, and the people are welcoming. I attend orientation sessions, meet my professors, and make new friends. I am excited about my courses and eager to learn. University life is different from anything I've experienced before. The classes are challenging, and I have to manage my time effectively. I participate in group projects, write research papers, and give presentations. My English skills are constantly put to the test, but I feel more confident every day. I know that this experience will help me grow both academically and personally. Even though I have come a long way in my English journey, I know that there is always more to learn. I continue to read books, watch movies, and engage in conversations to improve my skills. I also help other international students who are learning English. Teaching them reminds me of my own journey and keeps me motivated to keep improving. After arriving in the United Kingdom, I gradually settle into university life. The campus is vibrant and full of activity. I quickly get used to the new environment and make friends from different parts of the world. My classes are engaging and the professors are knowledgeable and supportive. I immerse myself in my studies and participate in various extracurricular activities to make the most of my university experience. One of my main goals at university is to improve my academic English. I spend a lot of time reading academic papers, writing essays, and preparing presentations. The university library becomes my second home. I attend workshops on academic writing and citation styles. These workshops are very helpful and give me valuable tips on how to structure my essays and cite sources correctly. To enhance my learning, I join study groups with my classmates. We meet regularly to discuss our course materials, share notes, and prepare for exams. These study groups are beneficial because they allow me to learn from others and clarify any doubts I have. I also get to practice my speaking skills during our discussions, which helps me become more confident in using academic language. The university organizes seminars and conferences on various topics. I take advantage of these opportunities to expand my knowledge and network with professionals in my field. I attend lectures by guest speakers, participate in Q&A sessions, and present my own research. Presenting at conferences is a great way to practice public speaking and receive feedback from experts. I join several student organizations and clubs on campus. These activities provide a balance to my academic life and help me make new friends. I join the International Student Club, where I meet other students who are also adjusting to life in a new country. We organize cultural events, trips, and social gatherings. I also join the debate club to improve my argumentative skills and the business club to gain insights into the industry. During the summer break, I apply for internships to gain practical experience in my field of study. I managed to secure an internship at a multinational company. This experience is invaluable as it allows me to apply my classroom knowledge in a real-world setting. I work on various projects, attend meetings, and collaborate with professionals. My English skills improve significantly as I use the language in a professional context. As I progress through my university studies, I often reflect on how far I have come. I remember the days when I struggled with basic English, and now I am writing research papers and giving presentations in English. This reflection motivates me to keep pushing myself and to continue improving. I realize that learning a language is a lifelong journey, and I am excited about the future. As my graduation approaches, I start preparing for the next phase of my life. I update my resume, write cover letters, and apply for jobs. I also seek advice from my professors and career counselors on how to navigate the job market. The university offers various resources, such as career fairs and workshops, to help students prepare for their careers. I take full advantage of these opportunities. Graduation day is a momentous occasion. I feel a mix of emotions, pride, excitement, and a bit of sadness. I have worked hard to reach this point, and I am proud of my achievements. My family comes to the United Kingdom to attend the graduation ceremony. It is a joyful day filled with celebrations and reflections on my journey. I thank my teachers, friends, and family for their support and encouragement, After graduation, I secure a job at a prestigious company. My role requires me to use English every day, both in written and spoken form. I communicate with colleagues and clients, write reports, and participate in meetings. The skills I have developed over the years help me perform well in my job. I continue to learn and grow in my career, always striving to improve my English and professional skills. I never forget the help and support I received on my journey to learn English. I decide to give back by volunteering at local community centers and language schools. I help new immigrants and international students learn English, just as I was helped. This experience is very rewarding. I enjoy seeing my students make progress and achieve their goals. I feel proud to be able to contribute to their success. Learning English has been a transformative experience for me. It has opened up new opportunities and allowed me to connect with people from different cultures. I realize that learning a language is a lifelong journey. There is always more to learn, and I am excited about continuing this journey. I set new goals for myself, such as learning additional languages and pursuing further education. As I look back on my journey, I am grateful for every experience and challenge. Each step has contributed to my growth and development. I am thankful for the people who supported and guided me along the way. Learning English has not only given me a valuable skill, but also enriched my life in countless ways. I look forward to the future with confidence and enthusiasm, ready to embrace new challenges and opportunities.